Hello, and welcome to Art and Insurance. Today's case takes us to Rome, into one of the most prestigious museums in Italy, and to a moment of casual negligence that resulted in very real damage. A tourist, a marble sculpture, a single wrong decision, and a broken leg. This is the incident at the Borghese Gallery, involving a sculpture by Antonio Canova. The Borghese Gallery is not a casual exhibition space. It houses some of the most valuable sculptures and paintings in the world, displayed in carefully controlled conditions. Every movement inside the museum is regulated for one reason: prevention of damage. Despite this, an incident occurred that highlights how fragile that system really is. A visitor approached a marble sculpture by Canova, one of the masters of neoclassicism. Whether out of fatigue, curiosity, or disregard for museum rules, the tourist sat down on the sculpture. Marble, despite its strength, is not designed to bear sudden human weight in delicate structural areas. The result was immediate and irreversible: the sculpture's leg fractured. From the public's perspective, the reaction was predictable: shock, outrage, and a simple question: how could this happen? From an insurance perspective, the questions are far more complex. The first issue is classification. This was not vandalism. It was not intentional destruction. It was accidental damage caused by a third party. That distinction matters because different legal and insurance regimes apply depending on intent. The second issue is responsibility. Museums have a duty of care to protect their collections. That includes physical barriers, surveillance, signage, and supervision. When a visitor is able to get close enough to sit on a sculpture, investigators ask whether preventive measures were sufficient. But responsibility does not automatically transfer to the museum. Visitors also have legal obligations. Museums are public spaces, but they are not neutral zones. Entering a museum implies compliance with rules of conduct. Sitting on a sculpture is a clear violation, even without malicious intent. So who pays? In cases like this, insurers analyze three parallel layers: the museum's insurance coverage, the visitor's personal liability, and the extent of recoverable damage. Most major museums carry fine art insurance that covers accidental damage caused by third parties. That coverage allows immediate conservation work without waiting for court proceedings. The insurer may pay first to stabilize and restore the artwork, but that is not the end of the story. Once the insurer pays, it often seeks subrogation, the legal right to recover costs from the person who caused the damage. In this case, the tourist may be personally liable for restoration costs, loss of value, and associated expenses, depending on local law and the severity of negligence. Restoration itself introduces another layer of loss. Canova's sculptures are not industrial objects. They are hand-carved, historically unique works. Even if the leg is expertly repaired, the sculpture is no longer in its original condition. That creates a loss of value that cannot be reversed by conservation alone. Insurers must assess not only the cost of repair, but also the permanent impact on the artwork's cultural and market standing. That calculation is delicate, subjective, and often contested. There is also reputational exposure. Museums depend on public trust. An incident like this raises questions about access policies, crowd control, and security design. Insurance claims may be paid, but institutional consequences remain. This is why insurers treat museum risk as behavioral risk, not just physical risk. The artwork didn't fail. The system around it did. The Borghese Gallery incident shows that art damage doesn't require criminals, disasters, or sophisticated schemes. Sometimes it takes one person, one moment, and one bad decision. If you're dealing with art loss, damage, disputed claims, or questions of responsibility around valuable artworks, art and insurance is where investigation meets professional risk management. We analyze real incidents at the intersection of art, money, and liability, from museums to private collections. For expert support in art insurance, valuation, claims handling, or dispute resolution, contact us. Thank you for watching Art and Insurance. See you in the next video.